TJ Jefferson, my Philadelphia 76er friend.
Yes.
It looks like Joel Embiid has got a serious injury. Does it not?
Yeah, I mean, they said he's going to need surgery after the season.
I know.
It can't get worse. He's just got to play
so
through the pain.
That's when you need Harden's got to step up, right? Like that. We made this trade for the beard.
That would be the reason that you would acquire someone with James Harden's,
and
resume.
We're waiting. Great tweet from the Philadelphia 76ers before the game last night that did not really, age well. Age poorly. James Harden coming to work in a full camouflage outfit, and the Sixers tweeted out, "Where is James Harden? Isn't that funny? You can't see him because there's a grassy knoll background right there, and he's dressed in camouflage. He's like he disappears. Where's James Harden?"
That's kind of funny.
A very difficult tweet to post.
That's funny.
Prior to a game in which he then steps out and takes only 11 shots. And so the question is, where is James Harden? Great question. Great question. 4 of 11, 15 points. That's it. As the Raptors, took that game 4, and it's one of those, okay, we'll go home and take care of it in game 5. That's the way these things happen. It's like if you're up 3-0 and you don't win game 4, you'll take care of it in game 5. You don't do that now. You better take care of it in game 6 because you don't want to roll the dice on game 7. And that's where suddenly the Raptors have placed the Philadelphia 76ers. Only the 14th team to ever force a game 6 after going down in that 3-0 hole. And as we know, nobody's ever dug out of that hole. Only 3 of those 14 teams forced a game 7. Will the Raptors be a 4th? Amen. You know what Harden doesn't look like anymore?
A top-tier NBA player?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Or himself. Yeah. And now here's the thing. I'm already hearing it. You're reading it. You're talking. Hamstring, right? He's got that hammy. Mm-hmm. At what point, I've always wondered this. At what point will James Harden's lack of conditioning catch up with him?
I think we're looking at it.
It feels like it, doesn't it? Where at some point, I'll just use myself because then, this weekend on Saturday on NFL Network, you'll see my athletic form running the 40 again. I'll choose myself as an athlete. When I started running the 40, and I would do it in dress shoes, lace-up dress shoes. Later that night, when I was 33, 34, 35 years of age, 36, 37, I didn't feel the hammies. I didn't feel the hips. Lower back didn't tighten up. Didn't do any of that stuff. Then I realized, I should stretch before doing this thing. Mm-hmm. What a moron that I used to stretch and run. Didn't stretch, didn't train, and didn't run in real running shoes. It's amazing I didn't blow out every Achilles on planet Earth. Now, as a 52-year-old man, stretch, not that much training still, unfortunately. But I'm running in these beautiful shoes that St. Jude Children did the designs for and everything like that. But later that night, a couple hours later, as a matter of fact, I'm feeling it. And it just dawns on me. And I keep saying to myself, I can't do this next year. Dawns on me. Not as young as he used to be. You get older, and the ways that you live life catch up to you. Gotta wonder if that's what's happening with James Harden. I've always wondered at some point, the honey bun James Harden world would catch up to him. The guy who would just out of spite, would gain 15 pounds overnight on his team. I don't know what he'd do. He'd just pack on the weight. All of a sudden, he would show up, and he would look like, he's playing in a rec league. He's one of those weekend warrior types, right?
Magic City's got great food, Rich. That's what I've heard.
And you just got to wonder. The burst isn't there. The jump isn't there.
The confidence isn't there. It seems like he has zero confidence in his
What happens
abilities.
in Philadelphia? Last year, Simmons disappeared. Now it looks like he doesn't. Now's the time. This is why you got Harden. So if Embiid's not 100%, Harden picks up that slack.
Yeah, in theory.
Boy.
It was the idea.
That's why I'm sitting there watching. I'm wondering, is it time that he's caught up? His father time finally caught up with the beard. Could you imagine? What if he does what if Brady gets a hold of him?
Oh, man.
James Harden?
What if there's a JH13 system it goes TB12, JH13? What if he does something like that? What if he showed up like rock solid, like rocked up next year? What if he got in the gym and he just decides, you know what? I'm sick and tired of everybody saying that I'm an all-time great.
32?
And it's time. 32?
Oh, it's time. It's time.
Because guess who's at 37? He won't look like LeBron.
He'll be out of the league.
Don't you think? 1,000%.
Yeah.
It's like time. What if he just decided, you know what? I'm going to just tap out of whatever lane he's in, and I'm just going to go hit it. I'm going to eat right. I'm going to live right. I'm going to do again, I'm just assuming.
We're assuming that he's not, but he could be. But yeah.
Do you think, does that look like a guy to you who's a health nut?
Yeah,
does he look like a health nut to you?
Something is not right. But that would be, that would be amazing.
He's incredibly talented. Again, the fact that talent is not meeting opportunity for him again, I'm not going to say it yet. You can go up in Philadelphia and get a few days off, and he can come back with some bounce. But I don't know, man. He's beginning to get up there.
Also, he's a free agent after next season.
Yeah, and as I was telling Chris this morning, if this play continues, then I think ultimately he's in line for kind of a big extension, right, Chris, after
he's due
next year?
He's due $47 million next year, and I got to imagine he's not going to re-sign for less. So he's going to want a 4-year $200.
I wouldn't do it. Would you give him that?
Let me explain
for
something.
Age 33, 37, no chance.
Of course not.
No way.
So eventually it looks like we're going to get Simmons off the books and just wipe your hand and I don't know, this team.
And then what? It's Embiid and Maxey?
Chris, I have no idea.
Well,
I wish I did.
Under Jay Wright's system, right? So
Under Jay Wright's system.
And I love Doc
Rich,
Rivers,
you're friends
man.
with Doc. Come on, you can't do that.
Look, I picked the Sixers to win this series in 6.
Would Doc want any part of this anymore either?
I don't know.
If this is, again, it's amazing what 2 losses in a row will do.
Yeah.
Oh, they could win tomorrow.
That's what I'm saying.
30.
You know what I mean?
Fine,
But let me tell you what's not going to happen. Them winning tomorrow.
You think this Game 7 you're already ready for?
I predicted Sixers in 6, but let's just be honest. It would be my luck. They're going to find a way to blow this.
Isn't it amazing that the Sixers are up 3-2 and the Mavs are up 3-2? And let's get close. Let's zoom in closer in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Headline's the same. Let's zoom in a little closer in the photograph that has something to do with it. Pinch. Let's get closer. Let's go. What is that? What is that up 3-2? One team's like, 3-2. Here we go. We got our guy back. He's got some pep in his step. Here we go.
By the way, Luka was awesome last night.
And then the other team's up 3-2. It's just like, oh no.
Oh no. Because I've seen this movie before. Okay. I've seen it before. It's on my DVR, Chris.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.